What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the lab session. We back in the studio with it, Space Safe Studio, man. If you don't know, now you do. Go ahead and tap in with Dog Big E. If you need to get in the studio, man, whether it's music, photos, or goddamn a podcast right here, you know what I'm saying? But with that being said, we got a special guest today, man. It's been a little while since we've been back on here with a guest, doing another interview. Been on the road, out and about, doing everything, but glad to have you here, bro. Got a firefighter. Los, man, firefighter in Polk County, man. Go ahead and tell them how long you been doing that for and how'd you get into that?
Been doing it. So far, I've been doing it for about 7 months as a firefighter. But I've been working EMS for a little bit longer than that. Went through fire school, got my fire cert first, got EMT after that. And as soon as I finished everything, started working at Lake Wells right now. It's been great so far. I've learned a bunch of stuff, seen a lot of stuff. And honestly, I just want to continue to grow because it just helps you in a lot of aspects, not just, like, we don't just fight fire, we do a lot of stuff that'll help you outside in your, like, daily life. And it's something I love. Like, you got to have a passion for it, for sure, because you're out there for 24 hours on shift, basically living with these other guys. But you got to have a passion for it. You got to have a passion for it and find something that you love to do in it. So I always recommend it. I've never met a firefighter who says, I hate my job. If you meet one, let me know. But every single firefighter always says, man, I love my job. Best job in the world. And I say the same thing.
Yeah, that shit look fun, man. I'm real tempted to go start myself, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I might have to make a little lane switch. Y'all know I'm in corrections now. I might gotta, you know what I'm saying, jump on the firefighter side. But, yeah, man. So what did you do before becoming a firefighter?
So if I'm going back, I used to play basketball when I was younger. Throughout my entire life, played basketball. And that's kind of where my mind was at throughout high school. Once I left high school, you know, stopped playing, all that, came back, started working in a warehouse, and I've always enjoyed fitness. So I kind of worked on this little coaching cert and got that. Started working as a coach, what's it called, fitness trainer, whatever. And on the side, I also worked as a lifeguard. So that's kind of where I started, just if you want to just say a little bit of the closest thing to EMS. So you had like your lower chest compression class, you had like your first aid stuff. That's kind of where I first saw it. It wasn't big to me. It was just like, hey, I just need to do this to be able to be a lifeguard. It wasn't anything crazy at that point. Because my main goal was kind of being a trainer at that point.
What year was this?
This is about 2022, 2023.
Okay.
It's kind of when it was at. But realistically, if I'm being honest, it wasn't being a firefighter wasn't something that I chose out of the blue. It's something that just kind of like happened because of my brother.
It fell in your lap, you're saying?
Or,
like it kind of fell in your lap, or your brother kind of...
So my brother, he didn't know exactly what he wanted to do. He was just looking for stuff. And one day he comes up to me, he's like, hey, dude, we should be firefighters. It'd be cool. It'd be dope. It'd be cool as shit. I was like, he was like, imagine it's just like you and me, brothers, putting out fires. I was like, hell no. Nah. I was like, nah, that ain't me. I ain't doing all that. But then I had a couple buddies that were doing it. And I see them and I just kind of start asking questions. Hey, what's it like? First thing that caught me was the schedule. Hey, you work 24 hours, but you're off for 2 days. I was like, that's great.
Oh, you work 124 and then 48.
And I got 2, exactly. So I got 48.
Okay.
And it's a bunch of different schedules. Like, there's great schedules out there. So there's 24/72.
I was about to say, I've seen different ones. Usually you always working some kind of 24. But
yeah, you always doing a 24 at least. But you're either going to get minimum 48 off.
Yeah.
Which is great. You get 2 days to do whatever you got to do and then just come right back to it. But yeah, he's the one who kind of pushed me in it because one day he said he wanted to go into the military, all that. And I told him, hey, man, if you forget about this military stuff, I'll go to fire school with you. And he was like, are you for real, dog? I was like, I'm dead ass. Next day he called the school.
Go to the military. Yeah.
He said, dude, he called the school the next day, got us in. He was like, all right, bro, we're starting this day. I'm like, that's crazy. Found out that I had to be an EMT for that. I had no idea either.
Okay.
I thought it was just like, oh, we out there putting fires and call it a day.
Facts.
But he told me, no, we got to be EMTs. And I was like, dang, I didn't know how I was going to deal with seeing all this stuff because I was a little bit of wuss when I was young and I was like, I don't know how I'm going to deal with all this blood, all this extra stuff.
Hold up. So when you go, the job puts you both those schools or no, you got to do it on your own and then come back?
So so you're asking what I did?
Like, cause you said you got to be EMT, right? And firefighter certified.
Yes.
So in Polk County, where you started at, Was it they put you through both courses, or you gotta do the EMT school on your own and then you come back?
No, so where I was at, I went to school at Ridge, and they had both programs. They got the
Okay.
fire program and they got an EMT program
Sure.
now. So the way it happened is I enrolled for fire, and they were like, "Hey, you need to have a prereq, which is EMR, which is kind of just the basic stuff, stuff." I got that. I went into fire after that, and the way they do it at Ridge is they'll kind of put some people on EMT, some people on fire. When everybody's done, switch them out.
Okay.
And that way, when you're done after about a year-ish,
Yeah.
you got everything, exactly. You got everything you need. So that's kind of how it went for me. I did fire first, EMT after, and boom. I'm telling you, I was finishing EMT and I was already hired. So it was one thing right after the other, one thing right after. It was like it was meant to be, genuinely. Like the way everything's happened, it's all happened perfectly. Like I can't complain.
Now that's cool stuff, man. So kind of filling your lap, you ain't really had no dreams, aspiration doing it, but
No, but now if you ask me, dude, I love it. I love it. Right now, I kind of want to continue to get better, gain a lot more experience. There's a lot of stuff that I would love to do because there's a lot of different stuff you can do as a firefighter. It's not just, oh, I'm going out there and putting fires out. Like you can be, obviously you got EMT, you got your paramedics, you got people who do rope rescue, you got people who do vehicle extrications, you got people who do confined spaces. So they even got like SWAT teams for all that. So there's a bunch of stuff in the fire career that a lot of people don't know about that I didn't know about. And it's like the more I learn, the more I'm like, okay, so I can do that. I can do that. This kind of goes with my personality. This ain't me. And it's real cool. It's real cool when you kind of learn about it. It's real cool.
So that is pretty interesting, man. Like I said, 'cause I have my brother that's staying in Atlanta. He's a firefighter. And when he first told me, I'm thinking the whole time, y'all just fight fires. But he's like, nah, bro, we do a lot of medical runs and stuff like that. He's talking about like cardiac arrest calls and stuff like that. I'm like, bro, that's crazy. But that shit sound lit, bro. Cause
it is. It's an adrenaline rush. Like, it really is an adrenaline rush. Cause again, you get your like small calls. You might have, oh, I got toe pain. Oh, I fell. Go out there, help them up, get them in bed, or maybe send them to the hospital, depending on how bad it is. But it can all change in a second. Like you might have something like that, and then boom, next call is a cardiac arrest, and you're out there trying to go save this person. Or it might be a fire, it might be a vehicle accident, it might just be a little fender bender, or it might be a big crash. So you never really know what's coming. So that's where the adrenaline like comes in, and that's another reason I love the job. I'm a big adrenaline junkie. I love it. I love that shit.
Nah, that's cool stuff. And you've been doing this for how long now at this point?
It's about to be 8. Let me see. 8 months.
Since you've been certified?
Yes.
Okay, so you did a whole academy thing. It's been like a year. Now 8 months in the field, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what was that like going from the academy to being actually in the field, man? Because I say from my background, bro, like one thing in the corrections academy, they tell you all this stuff, but nothing they tell you is really how it is. Though, you know what I mean? Is it the same way for you guys or no?
So in fire school, they kept it real. They were like, hey, this is what it is in the book. Like, this is what the state wants you to know. It necessarily isn't real life.
Okay.
Like, real life is going to be way different. So they kind of let us know. But it's something you got to go through in order to see the differences on what's what. But there really is a difference when it comes to, like, the field and what you got at school. Because at school, you verbalizing all this stuff, When you at work, you just go out and do, Everybody's got their own way of doing stuff. Just make sure you do it in a safe way and make sure it's efficient. Because you don't want to be out here maybe 2, 3, 4 minutes trying to set up a ladder when you can do it in like a minute and 30. Because again, you might have to get somebody out and you're over here just kind of lolly.
Time's of the essence.
Stuff. So it's important. It's important. But that's when you see the difference on like, hey, school's this way. When you get the real world, just kind of find your own way of doing things, but make sure it's efficient. Make sure it's efficient. That's the biggest thing, efficiency.
Nah, for sure. So you saying how the shifts work, right? It's 24/48, right? What is it like being at the station with these different personalities, different people? And then how many people are at the station at the time too?
So it obviously varies on like what department you're at, how many people they got on staff right now. But we have, let me see, we got about 7 to 8 people on our shift right now at Station 1. And then at our Station 2, we keep about 4 to 5 more people. So it comes to be about a total of like 13 people. But honestly, it's great. It's great. It's like a brotherhood, honestly, because you all end up living together. You all kind of getting to know each other. You talk. We talk a bunch when we're at the table. That's like to me, it's a really important time. Like when we're all at the dinner table, it's when everybody phones down. You don't see nobody with a phone. At least where I work at, we're always talking. We're always getting like just joking around, saying stuff, talking about the last call, the next call, what we could have. It's great. It's a great time. It's a great time. Thankfully, everybody where I work at, dude, they're great. They're great. They've helped me since day one, and they've helped me learn a lot. So I got a great group of guys behind me that have helped me learn. So I got lucky with that. I got real lucky with that, and I'm pretty sure it's the same way in a whole bunch of other departments. But that's a big thing. Just kind of like getting to know your guys, and earning their respect. You want to earn their respect because again, you're the new guy. Like when you come in new, it's not like, oh, you got the job and you're good. You got to earn the respect because you might have to be the one who has to pull them out of a building or something. Like you never know. You might have to be the one saving them. So can they rely on you? Can they rely on you on seeing when you got something crazy going on? So that's another thing about being new, just earning respect. But it's great. It's great. Cool. You joke around. It's like your brothers at the end of the day.
And on that note, you said like one day you might have to help them or save them, vice versa. Like I always say in these first responder fields, like you get really close with people really fast because you go and see and do some crazy shit in such a short amount of time. Like in 1 month you go through more with this person than you did with somebody 3 years. You know what I'm saying? You all just build that trust, that camaraderie. You know what I'm saying? It's always a cool thing, especially people. I know there's a lot of people leave high school, right? They're playing sports like you said, and they were so used to having that team, that camaraderie with other people, and then they get to the real world, it's like, whoa, like they wasn't ready for this. Yeah. I'm like, man, a first responder job is always the best thing to do, especially if you don't know what you want to do, man, because like so you get that brotherhood, you get that camaraderie, you get these stories, experiences, and you get a lot of skills along with that too, man. So that's what's up, man. I couldn't imagine living with some of my coworkers, man. You know what I'm saying? Having somebody when they're dirty, man, or too loud. I'm trying to sleep, not being loud, bro. I couldn't imagine, but I guess once you build a routine with these guys, and it's a smaller group, it's a little easier, like kind of see what people do's and don'ts are. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and everybody's always mindful of everybody else. Like we all help. Like when we're done eating, everybody's helping clean up the kitchen. When we go upstairs to go to sleep, everybody tries to like, we're not making noise with the other person sleeping. Like it's always real quiet. Like everybody's always real mindful of the next person. So that's a big thing.
So how do you stay alert for like a 24-hour shift, bro? I can't understand that because like it's 24 hours you're there, right?
Yeah.
When do y'all sleep? Because you're not gonna be 100% if you up for 24 hours.
Yeah. That's real. So it kind of varies on your day. You might have a real busy day. You might have a real chill day. But when it really like. What you're asking me is like nighttime. That's the biggest thing. So there might be a night where you get no calls, but there might be a night where you get hammered with like 7. Yeah. So that's rough. That's rough.
Caffeine.
Yeah. Like I'm telling you, I know a bunch of guys that are on a bunch of caffeine all the time just because of that. But nighttime is like, if you can go to sleep around 9, do it. Do it. I'm guilty of going to sleep around like 11:30. Because I'll be chilling, I'll be like, I'll go upstairs later. And then once I'm looking at the time, damn, it's about to be 12. So I'm guilty of that. But if you can, definitely go to sleep at 9 because you don't know if you might be sleeping all night or if you're going to be up all night. Tones are loud enough to where they'll wake you up. Again, and it's happened to a bunch of people, including me. Like I had one time where their tones went off. I was in a deep sleep because we had a busy day, a bunch of stuff.
It was out of it.
And I didn't hear a single tone, and they had to come get me like,
hey, that's crazy.
We got a call, and I'm like, got up, put my pants on, boom, run down.
Yeah.
So it happens, like, but obviously you try to make it happen as least as possible. Like it's only happened like once or twice in the whole 8 months.
You got your people there too, so like like they get it. So
they can come wake you up as soon as like a tone go off. If they look at you and they see that you're still like slumped, they come to get you like, hey man, wake up, we're leaving.
Nah, that's what's up, man.
But tones are loud. You'll hear it, especially when we get a fire tone. It's like everybody's up and running. Everybody's up listening what we got.
Does everybody go out to those calls, or do y'all have like, okay, 4 people go to this one?
So it depends. Yeah, it depends on what we got. So let's say you have a medical call. At where I work, we got a rescue, a non-transport rescue, and the engine. Right. Obviously, we got command. That's where chief rolls in. So the way we do it is if we get a ALS medical call, that's where the rescue goes. Right? Okay. Now, if we get another medical call right after the rescue gets it, then the engine pulls up. But the engine's BLS, so we can't do as much as the ALS unit can do, right? But if it's a car accident, everybody's going. So medicals is mostly the rescue, but then all the other stuff like fuel spills, fires, you got your car accidents, you got all that extra stuff, that's the engine. So that's the way we do it where I'm at. Some other departments have the engine and they roll the medical calls, fires, vehicle accident. So it varies on where you at. That's kind of how we do it right now. So we just kind of swap out. Like one day, one person's on the rescue, switch them out. You're on the engine now, so that way you don't get hammered as much every shift because the rescue's running more than the engine. Again, you got a lot more medicals than you do fires, right? Or a lot more medicals than you do car accidents. So this one's running a lot more at night than the engine is. So that's kind of how we do it.
Do you guys have a lot of overtime too? Is that a thing or is that not a thing?
It is. So bigger departments have a lot more overtime. So where I'm at right now, we're fully staffed. So it's rare that we need overtime right now. There was a moment in time where we did have a bunch of overtime because we were understaffed, we needed people, so it's like, hey, we got overtime, you want to come in? But bigger departments, a lot of times they have a lot more overtime, even mandatory. So it's different when it comes to them. Now smaller departments, not as much overtime, but it's two different things. It's two way different things. When you look at a big department, you look at a small department. It's two different things.
Nah, that's what's up though, man, and that's what's cool. And I find it interesting is that like there's different departments that have different things going on, different calls. Like I went and did a tour, I think in Orlando one time, and they were telling me it's one of the big ones in Orlando, so they're always usually on go compared to some of these smaller ones that have a little bit less calls. But they got more benefits, they get more pay and stuff like that. It's a little bit different. So nah, that's cool, bro. So in your academy, right? Walk us through that a little bit down. Break it down. Like, is there a fitness requirement for that?
Yeah, they actually make you go through this thing. It's very similar to what the firefighter CPAT is. At school, at Ridge, they call it the RPAT, just the Ridge version, right? But it's something very basic, which I feel like everybody should be able to do if they're coming into the job. Because again, it's something real simple. If I remember right, you go in, you're gonna raise a ladder. You're supposed to pull some hose.
Yeah.
What else do we do? Carry tools, Stairmaster for like 3 minutes. What else did we do up there?
Real simple shit.
Yeah, like real simple. The worst part about it is when they put that mask on for the first time and you never.
You're like claustrophobic.
Yeah. Like I always told myself, no, I'm not claustrophobic. Felt that mask and I was like, damn, this is a little different.
Yeah.
Like you feel.
But you can take it off though, right?
Not
during the test. I'm just saying, like it's.
Oh yeah. Like for example, let's say you do get a call, whatever, and you're not in the house, you can take your mask off.
Yeah.
But as soon as you're going in, you gotta mask up.
Yeah.
You gotta mask up because you'll feel that smoke. Yeah, and it'll be on you for a while. Like even after days, I've had guys that are like, dude, like I can still smell the smoke.
Yeah.
So it's rough.
Even with the mask on.
Yeah, even with the mask on. Like,
that shit rough.
Yeah. It's carcinogen.
Nah, that's crazy. So with that mask though, right? For that test, you're saying you just gotta put it on for a certain amount of time, or?
Yeah. So they it's like a little maze, right? And it's real tight in there. It's real tight. So you just gotta kind of work your way through the maze. And it's real simple again, but when it's new to you, it's like damn, like this is what it's gonna be like. Yeah, like this is what it's gonna be like, maybe even worse. Because you can't see anything, you just kind of like feeling your way through.
That's crazy as fuck, man.
You're feeling your way through. It's your first time with that mask, and you're already tired from all these other things, so you don't know how to like conserve your air, your oxygen, whatever. You're over here like, because you can't barely breathe. And again, the mask by itself has a hole maybe like this big, and it was a little rough for me at first, and it gets a lot harder after that when they start putting you on actual air, or they give you a restrictor, which I'm telling you is maybe about that much space for you to breathe. Damn. So it gets rough. I panicked the first time I had a restrictor. But again, you learn how to do all that. You just get used to it. You get used to it like the more you do it. But it's real simple. I feel like everybody should be able to do the CPAT if they want to do it.
That's cool though, man. That's cool. I mean, that's gonna tell you if you want to do this or not right then and there.
Oh yeah.
Like that situation, man. Yeah, especially something like that, man. That's how I felt when I was in my academy, man. We get sprayed with the OC.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, bro, that tells everybody they want to do this or not, bro. Boy, that shit right there is horrible, man. Yeah. But I don't know, man. That's what's up, bro. So those are the only fitness requirements you have to have, though. Just be able to do that, and then you're pretty much done.
Yeah, it's real simple. It's real simple. As long as you can do that, then they'll let you go through the academy.
Oh, that's how you earn your way even in. You got to do that. Then. Okay.
Exactly.
So you're not even in the academy yet. It's like,
bomb. Yeah, you got to do that first, and then it's like, okay, you got your cert. Boom, you start.
So in the academy, there's no real requirements for fitness during that whole process?
No, but they do they have their PT day.
Okay.
At least at Ridge, I'm telling you, it was 90% outside, 10% inside the classroom. It was always, we're going outside, we're rolling all the hose, we're pulling lines, we're extending ladders, we're doing all our objectives, we're learning about everything. So it's outside all the time. And it's fun. It's fun. Again, that's where you really see, like, do I like this or do I not? Because if you can do it for free, you're going to want to do it again.
Yeah, facts.
See what I'm saying? That's the way I looked at it. I was like, damn, I'll be getting paid for all this. And it's cool because you all your buddies and all that. You know,
it sucks together and stuff too, man. Everybody going through the same shit.
Exactly. So it's like, that's where you're really going to know, like, I'm definitely going to like this. Or it's like, I don't know if this is for me.
Yeah.
So that's where it opens your eyes.
Did you have to put out a fire in your academy? Like, my dog told. I'm saying this from story because my dog, he was telling me in his academy he went through like it was like a room full with smoke.
Yeah,
and it was like he was like, bro, he was like, you can't see. How you say you can't see shit in there, bro?
Yeah.
You just gotta figure it out, and then you see the fire, you put that bitch out. You had to do something like that too.
Yeah. We didn't put out the fire because again, it was. Let me see what time. Because I went through January time, and it was cold. It was cold, so we couldn't just be putting out the fire, putting it back on.
Yeah.
Fire out, fire it back up. So what we did was same exact thing. Full scenario. Go in, go on there, pull the hose. You got your partner with you. Go in the room, do the whole check for heat, and then when you're inside, I'm telling you, it was hot. It was like I've never felt that type of heat. And I was like,
damn,
I remember I'm over here. They'll have you kind of spray. So let's say the fire is on this left side. They'll kind of have you spray around right there, and you spray that. And you can see the fire kind of react and go kind of like over. You can see how the fire reacts just to that. And they kind of keep you in there for a few minutes just so you can kind of feel what the heat's like. They were like, just watch it. Look at how the fire reacts. Go ahead, hit over there, pull the line in a little bit more. So you were able to kind of experience what it would be like to be in that heat. I'm telling you, it was definitely over like 900 degrees. It was
900, dog?
It was hot.
Bro, that's nuts.
I went in
900?
immediately, like you can feel like your ears tingling. And like obviously, like when you bend your arms right here,
there ain't no sauna, bro.
It was bad. Like you can feel it right here, and it's like you're trying to like move around.
And you got all this equipment on too.
Yeah, you got everything.
So
and when we came out, it had like little burn spots. That lets you know how hot it was.
Damn, bro.
It was hot.
That's nuts. And is that like a practical or something?
Yeah, that's like a requirement. It's called a burn day. You have different burn days. So you have like your car fire, you have your Blevy fire, and then you have your big fire, which is that one. You go through a whole thing, you connect the hose to the standpipe, all that stuff. Go in, make entry, and just do what I said earlier.
That's fire, bro.
Cool. And it's fun, dude. It's fun. Like when you
See,
actually get
you
to do
be
all that
excited
stuff.
now, man. I'm like, damn, but I gotta hurry up, man, to get it right, man.
Yeah,
so I always tell myself one day I want to do, because I did the correction one, cool. I want to do like the law enforcement one, and I want to do a firefighter one, just to have them all under my belt. Just say, fuck it, I did all. The police one, I do that down the road. That's like that's a side quest right there.
Yeah.
But this shit, man, that shit sound fun for real, bro.
It is.
That's what's up. So tell us a little about like one of your first calls when you got out the academy. Cool, you certified, you done did everything in the books. You know what I'm saying? And you had this in your mind, right? But now you in the field now, bro.
Yeah.
What was that like?
So I remember, I was still going. I was in the last stages of my EMT class, right? Because I got hired on maybe like 2 weeks before I finished EMT. So the way it would work is I would go to work, and then just leave all my stuff, everything ready. Go to school. When I'm done with school, come right back to the station, right? So my first day, I remember I get my uniform, I get my jacket, right? Get all my stuff. I put it on. I was like, all right, guys, I'm heading to school. I'll be right back. So I went to school because we had a test that day. I get to school, and one of my buddies had also got hired on very recently, and he's on Facebook, and he's like, dude, did you see Facebook? I'm like, no. He's like, you ain't seen the news? I was like, no. He was like, yo, your shift just had a stabbing. And I was like,
stabbing?
Yeah, I missed it. And I missed it. It was like right behind the station too, and it was a big call. Like my first call would have been a big one. And like I said, I'm an adrenaline junkie, so I was excited that I could have been a part of that. I was like, dang, because I'm over here taking a test and all that. I'm like, dang, I missed that one.
So you working while in the academy though?
Yeah. While I was going through EMT, I had like 2 more weeks left.
Okay.
2 more. I was in the last phase of just kind of like studying for the enter EMT, all that stuff. And I told him, I was like, hey, I'm gonna pass the first try, and did that, passed the first try, and then after that I was able to do all the medical stuff. But yeah, it was a big call, and I missed that one. Then after that, it just kind of went little by little, because I had never had anything crazy even during my school rides. Because I don't know if you knew, when you go through EMT, you got to do rides with the ambulance. So they actually put you out there so you can kind of see what it's like, learn.
You're like shadowing at that point. You can't
exactly. You can like you'll do patient, but under paramedic supervision.
Yeah.
So all that stuff. So you can kind of like set up IVs, help with compressions, maybe bandage somebody, stuff like that, where you can actually practice in a real scenario, right? And I never got anything in my rides. It was like I was a white cloud. If I had a call, it was just like some patient fell, we helped them up, left. Or somebody just had a headache, hey, we're taking you to the hospital. So I had never seen anything crazy. Never seen anything crazy. And I missed that call, and I was like, damn, because again, it was like I want to prove to myself that I could do those type of things, those type of calls. And I was like, dang, I missed that. Everybody always told me like, hey, your time will come. You're good. So it went from little, like just small calls until one day, boom, big call, and it's like, and I was excited in the sense of like, hey, this is my moment to like,
What was the big call? That was stabbing?
No, I didn't work the stabbing, but I did work one after that. After a while, I had a stabbing. And again, that one was.
So if somebody got stabbed, y'all are going to respond to help them?
Yes. Yeah. So the way it happened was, the lady, she went to go pick up her kids, and her. Let me say this right. Her baby daddy's girlfriend was in the house, right? And I guess she got
the bitch
mad.
stabbed the other. Oh my god, bro.
So she came out. I guess she was mad. Stabbed her, right? She gets in the car. Kids are in the back. Starts driving. Calls 911. Says, "Hey, I'm going to the hospital." So we're not going to chase her, right? We're not gonna go chase her. We're just waiting until she either stops or gets to the hospital, right? Thing is, she got lost. Didn't know where the hospital was because she wasn't from the area.
Oh, I thought you said she was losing blood or something like that. Damn,
No,
she about to die now too.
No, she had no idea where she was at. So she ended up stopping. I'm telling you, maybe like 2 minutes from the station, maybe less, maybe less. So the paramedics like, "Hey, is PD on scene?" PD isn't on scene. He's like, "Fuck it, dude, let's go, let's get it." We pull up, and again, I'm thinking it's just like maybe one stab or something like that. And like we move with a purpose, but again, I'm chilling because we've done certain things before. It's like, okay, I've seen blood, I've seen all this before, so it's just like another call. Grab all the stuff, turn the corner, come around, and I see the whole picture, and I'm like, dropped the box, went back for the trauma box, came back, everything started rolling because there was a lot of blood. I'm telling you, it was a lot going on.
That's crazy.
And we did everything. Everything was moving quick. And again, thankfully, I've never been the type to kind of just like freeze when I see something. It was just like second nature. Everything just starts happening. Because again, you go back to what you did at school, and you just kind of
kicks in.
Exactly. You just kind of flow. So like, it's simple stuff. Just put pressure. Oh, you got this. You got to bandage it up. Okay, you go ahead and do this. You do that. Again, you got a paramedic as well. He's like, "Hey, let's look for this," or "Hey, I need this." So everybody's working as a team. And the more you work with each other, the better it goes every single call. So that one went real smooth. It went real smooth, and that was one of my first.
That's kind of crazy,
big
man.
ones. One of my first big ones, and some of them just catch you by surprise. Like it'll be something small, and then when you get there, it's completely different.
Two things, man. First thing, do y'all work hand in hand with law enforcement?
Yeah.
Because
So
you
it
guys
depends
kind
on
of
calls.
respond to some of the same things, right?
Yeah, so it depends on the call. So if it's a psychiatric case, a lot of times PD pulls up, right? They get there first, they secure the scene, and then once the scene is secure, if they really need us, hey, get EMS on scene. Then we pull up, right? So it's kind of like we work hand in hand.
Okay.
Or if we need them, we get there first, and let's say there's an altercation going on, there's somebody with a bat or somebody with a gun, we don't go in there because again, we got to be okay and able to help this person, right? That's why first thing they teach you, be aside, is the scene safe? If the scene isn't safe, call law enforcement, let them handle that part. Boom, we come in and we do what we got to do. So we help each other out.
So with them cases like that, like you said, like with them, like a crazy individual, right?
Yeah.
You guys don't respond to that first. Law enforcement responds first.
Yes.
Get everything secure, depending on the situation, and then you guys be.
Exactly. We'll be staged. So let's say the call is going on right here. PD pulls up. We're staging maybe like right around here. EMS is clear to come in. We respond.
Y'all aren't there before the law enforcement, or have you guys ever done? You gone to a scene and your guys there before law enforcement. You kind of got just like.
No, we always if it's a call like that where we know that something's going on and dispatch gets a hey, this is going on. We stage.
Okay.
We stage real close to where it's all happening, and then PD goes straight there. PD takes care of that, and then we pull in as soon as we get called.
Okay, man, that's what's up, bro. That's what's up, man. This shit sound cool. I'm just seeing this shit in my head, like it's really like a movie, man.
Yeah,
for real,
dude,
bro.
and it turns into like your daily life, but sometimes you just gotta sit back and be like, damn, like I do this, and when you think about it, it's like, damn, I've done a bunch of cool stuff.
Yeah,
like, a bunch of cool shit, and that's why I tell you I love it, dude. I love it. Like when I sit back and I think about it, like, dang, like I've done all this different stuff, and that's what I do for a living. Yeah, and I love it.
Bro, I get jealous though, bro, because I hear my dog in Atlanta, like I said, I'm like, damn, bro. See, because in corrections, bro, it's like it's its own world in there, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in the prison or I'm in the jail and just like, okay, I'm in there with these guys. That's really it, you know. You guys are out here with the people out here, you know what I'm saying? You get to see different things. You go into different spots all the time. You guys work events and stuff too like that sometimes?
Yeah. I just worked one recently, and it was just like we had our own little tent and something happened, you know, just little boo-boos and stuff like that. Just
Yeah, that shit's so cool, man. I be like, damn. See, that shit made me want to just say, man, fuck it, I'm gonna just dive straight in too.
dude,
I might start applying tomorrow, bro. Who knows, bro?
I always recommend it, dude. You seem like you love it. Trust me. Like I said, I've never met anybody who goes in and says, I hate this job. Never met anybody who says that.
That's cool though, man, because you know in corrections though, there's a lot of people who be like, they hate this shit, this and that. And it's a little different too because we also work with the worst people there is, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's already a negative place to be at, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Versus y'all, like say y'all kind of hands-on with people. Y'all don't deal with probably some of the craziness that we got to deal with too sometimes, but it still is. They both all got their pros and cons. But so you've never heard nobody be like that. You never had like a bitter, like an old school somebody who's bitter and like that.
As a firefighter, thankfully, I've never ran into anybody who's like, "Hey, I hate my job." Now, when you look at more in the transport side of stuff, where it's like maybe you're just a strict paramedic or strictly EMT, stuff like that. There's obviously mixed. There's some people that love their job, and then you're gonna on that side. I've definitely had people where they're like, man, I hate my job. I hate doing this.
They just hate that position, really.
Yeah,
though.
like it's rough, and I understand it sometimes because they got to go through a lot of shit. But again, the way I look at it is like, hey, if I'm gonna do something, I better love what I'm doing. Like I better have a passion for it, because if not, I can't wake up and do this every day. I can't. So that's why I feel like I'm blessed being able to wake up and be like, hey, I don't even feel like I'm going to work.
Yeah,
dude, I don't even feel like I'm going to work.
That shit cool. So we were talking about the caffeine and stuff earlier too, but how do you personally stay alert during them 24 hours? Like you make sure are you like strict on? I mean, you say you fuck off sometimes, but are you strict on your sleep? Is caffeine a big thing or?
Personally, I don't take caffeine at work at all. And some of the guys always ask me like, "Do you don't take no caffeine?" I'm like, "No caffeine."
Yeah.
Because on my days off, I do like take some some heavy caffeine because I go lift.
Yeah.
And whenever I'm going to lift, it's either from 200 milligrams to 400, maybe 450 on like a crazy day. 450, but it's rare on the 450s. But I'm always having caffeine on my days off, so I'm like, hey, least I can do is on shift day, just chill, no caffeine.
For sure. I mean, you told me about your first big call that you got, but was there ever a call that you kind of like froze on, or like you kind of like somebody tell you, hey man, come on?
Thankfully, no, I've never froze, or nobody's ever had to like come up to me like, hey man, like let's do this. I feel like everybody's always done like a little mess up, nothing crazy, but again, like when you're new, you're kind of still learning certain stuff. And I think the worst thing that I've done was I put a nasal cannula backwards. So it's got like prongs, and obviously prongs go like this. And we were doing everything, boom, I put the prongs facing up. Yeah. And paramedic says, he looks at his EMT, he's like, the prong's supposed to go down, right? And she was
he's trying to kind of confirm?
Yeah, he looks at her, he's like, I didn't do that. And I was like, yeah, that was my bad. That was my bad. Yeah. But when it comes to like the real serious stuff, thankfully I've never froze or like never had anything happen. No, and I've never seen anybody freeze up. Maybe on one of the first fires I did see one of the new guys is kind of like, you know, he was real new.
Like, this shit real now.
Yeah, like he was real new, and I understand because you don't know everything the same way that maybe I knew it because I was a couple more months in. But again, I didn't notice like dang, is it like? And we were all like, hey man, good, just calm down, let's get it, let's do this. So thankfully, I've never seen anybody like literally freeze to where like I can't do this. But I have heard stories. I've heard stories of that.
For sure. What's one of the dumbest calls you ever had to go on, man?
Woke up at like 3 in the morning, right? 3:30 in the morning. And we go to this patient, and they're basically explaining, I was having an argument with my boyfriend, blah blah, on the phone. Basically went through all this explaining, just never gave us a medical complaint. We're over here just kind of like
so they called for nothing.
Yeah, basically, and we're like, hey, we need a medical complaint. Right? And okay, my tooth hurt. No, man. We were like, dude, it's 3 in the morning. We got the transport unit right there, and we're like,
what were they trying to do though? What was they trying to like go to the hospital?
Yeah, I guess maybe they were just trying to go to the hospital, maybe get a bed or something. I got no clue what that was for, and we're like, you know what?
At 3 in the morning,
we got to just BLS it, call it a day, and just get them to the hospital is what they want.
Does that shit cost them money though? Cause they gotta pay for that shit, right?
Yeah, they're supposed to. Yeah.
Not
a lot of people end up paying at the end of the day, but they do charge. They do, and it can be expensive. Like especially when you've flown on a helicopter.
Bro, they would tell me, so like at the prison one time, right? We had the inmates that gotta go to the hospital, right? But let's say it's like somebody got stabbed, right?
Yeah.
It's a life flight, right? So they'll have the helicopter come out there. That shit like a movie. It's cool, bro.
Oh, yeah,
You out
yeah.
there, there's 4 of us out there with shotguns.
Yeah.
And you got the van out there with a shotgun, and you're supposed to be like another van or whatever, right? And then you got the captain, whatever, orchestrating everything. So, Bond, they come in a helicopter.
Yeah.
It's small as fuck though, right?
Yeah,
You gotta be like
yeah.
a certain weight to get up in there.
Yeah.
I ain't never rode in that bitch. I'd be scared, man.
Yeah.
But that shit be cool. But it's like bro, that shit, they sell that shit like $50,000.
It's up, like it's
just
up
to take them. And mind you, some of these dudes will go like 4 or 5 times,
Yeah,
dog.
yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
I ain't paying that shit, bro.
It's no.
feel me?
And it's up there. It's up there. We just flew somebody on yesterday, and that first stabbing that I ran, flew that person.
So they got out the car and then took them.
So the way it happens is basically we get him on the ambulance, and we have certain landing zones already kind of set up, like places that we frequently go to, depending on where we're at. So we'll go to the closest one. And again, either chief or paramedics always on dispatch, like, hey, we need a helicopter on standby, or hey, send the helicopter. And we'll let them know where the landing zone is. So for those type of calls, a lot of times the EMT, so me, I'll hop in the transport unit with the paramedic, because again, his EMT is driving. So just to give him a hand, because there's a lot of stuff going on, I'm riding in with him. Boom, I'm giving him whatever he needs. Hey, let's start an IV. Boom, I set up the IV. Boom, pass it to him. He starts it. Hey, set me up a bag with this. Boom, set him up. When we get there, finish everything we need. There's certain things that the flight crew always likes, so we try to make sure that everything's done. And then when the flight crew gets in, basically all EMTs out, at least one of the medics is out. Boom. They kind of give them a verbal handoff, like, hey, this is what's going on, this is what it got.
None of you guys ride with them on the helicopter? Or
No. The most we do is just once we get them on their stretcher.
That's their problem now.
Yep, now they're dealing with that. Sometimes you can kind of, coolest thing I've done with the helicopter as far as I kind of went to the helicopter and helped them load him in.
Yeah.
Walked, they were like, watch your head, I'm over here going like this, because I feel like
And
actually going
propellers
like,
right there.
man. Walk out and boom, that was that. But yeah, once they're on their stretcher, they're in the helicopter, we don't ride. That's them, because they might go to Tampa, they might go somewhere even farther, so it just depends.
Hell yeah, man. Nah, that's what's up, bro. That shit crazy, bro.
Yeah, no, and it's always cool to watch that. The helicopters is always cool.
So one thing we were talking about before
Yeah.
the camera started was I was saying how in corrections, bro, it's a lot of people who are like out of shape, and sometimes some of these folks, these law enforcement are fat and sloppy, bro. And it's kind of crazy because we supposed to be really the ones active, tussling with people and running people down and stuff like that. We have to. I've never really seen many fat firefighters, bro. Why do you think that is, bro?
Generally, I don't have the answer to that question, but going to what you just said is like, I feel like everybody's got to have a certain pride in what they do. Like, again, like, you're putting...
As a
like,
first responder, period.
Exactly, in general. Like, whether you're a cop, whether you're a firefighter, whether you do whatever you do, if you're EMS related, I feel like you should have some pride in what you do. Because, again, let's say a cop, boom, they got to start chasing somebody. Let's say you can't run. Like, you letting this person get away. As a firefighter, you need to get somebody out. You're not in shape. How are you going to get this person out? So, I feel like as an individual, you should have a certain pride. Like, hey, I don't gotta look the best. I don't gotta look like a bodybuilder.
Yeah.
But
you gotta be able to perform, man.
Exactly. I need to be able to do the job. As long as I'm able to do the job, that's all that matters. You don't gotta look great. Just be able to move from point A to point B and do what you gotta do. That's my biggest thing. That's my belief. And dude, I love fitness. I love going to the gym. I go on every single day off. I go to the gym. And I always tell everybody, like, hey, if you want to do this, I always recommend like little runs. I recommend lifting, just stuff like that. And me personally, I don't run as much right now because I got like certain goals, certain stuff that I'm working on that I got to lift more weights, kind of stay on top of that part. But I know if it came down to like, hey, I got to perform, I can do what I got to do. So I feel like that's real important, like being able to perform under pressure.
No, that's real though, man. I always say, bro, like, if you a man, period, bro, and you got something you trying to protect and you got people you need to take care of, man, you're the first response. You know what I'm saying? You're a first responder, you know what I'm saying? So at that point, like, it's your duty and obligation to be in shape to some extent to perform when the time comes, you know? And I always tell people, like, people look at us to respond when shit goes bad, you know what I'm saying? So when somebody needs help, they gonna look at us. They look at us to save them, do what we gotta do. And if you can't do it, like, why the fuck are you there? You know what I'm saying? So you should feel obligated. And it surprised me that some people, I don't know how they say it to you guys, but like complacency kills, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like you guys are so complacent, you're okay being out of shape. Or some people have lived 4 or 5 years in this job in this field, and they haven't seen a bad day. You know what I'm saying? Haven't seen nothing crazy where it's like they feel like the need to get in shape. You know what I'm saying? So, Man, that's really crucial, man. That's really crucial. Staying in shape, man. It don't take much. Like I said, run maybe even a mile. I like jump rope, man.
Yeah.
I love jump rope, bro.
Yeah.
Jump rope will get you right, man. Some hit workouts, hit the weights a few times, 3 times a week, bro. It's really not hard, bro.
Just simple stuff. Simple stuff.
Yeah.
Keep it simple. Like, you don't got to go out your way to, hey, man, let's go out and run half a marathon. You don't got to do all that. Just like simple stuff. Take 30, 40 minutes of your day. We're not even talking about an hour. 30, 40 minutes. Work on simple stuff every day. Stuff that you know is going to help you in order to perform. Keep your diet as clean. Like, you don't gotta say eating vegetables, all that type of stuff. Like, you can have your fun days, whatever. You can go out, maybe have a drink with your friends. That's cool. But just be mindful that you might be put in a situation that you have to perform. So that's just real important to me.
What you were saying too, you guys eat at the station together and stuff like that, have dinner together. What is that like? Do you guys have like certain meals you guys have, or is it always dinner? Or
so right now, I'm on like a strict meal plan because, like I said, I'm working towards some stuff, and I gotta be real strict right now with what I eat, because I really want to compete.
Trying to make the Firefighter magazine, man. What are you trying to make, man? The Firefighter magazine.
Yeah, I'm trying to compete next year, and right now I'm kind of working towards that. You know, I'm trying to cut down, so I'm taking it real serious. But to anybody who isn't competing, just like a regular person, hey, I go to the gym, I work, and that's kind of it. We just have, like, you have your breakfast, you have your lunch, and then you got your dinner. A lot of times breakfast at home, whatever, depending on what time you wake up. Some people just skip breakfast, it just depends. Lunch, something chill, like you might bring something in, we might go get something maybe at Publix, whatever. But dinner, that's where, like, every day, that's one of the big questions, dude. Like, what are we having for dinner? That's one of the big questions they ask. Some days it might be pork steak, some days it might be mac and cheese, and it's like, dude, the guys at the station are great cooks. When they first asked me, like, hey, can you cook? I remember I said, oh, yeah, I can cook. But I'm thinking we talking about chicken and rice. No, dude.
Yeah. Now these folks really throwing down.
Yeah, dude, they're great at cooking. It's like, I haven't cooked yet. I told them, hey, man, next time I come in, we're going to do some mashed potatoes, some loaded mashed potatoes, some salmon.
Yeah. Something simple, man.
Yeah.
Easy, simple.
But, man, I'm telling you, like, they'll make some of the best steaks I've had at that station. Right. Best mac and cheese I had at that station. So it's like, dude, they can throw it down because they can work it. So that's kind of how it goes. You got your regular breakfast, chill lunch, but then dinners where everybody just kind of sits down. We have like something real, like, dude, I'm telling you, they'll cook well.
Nah, that's what's up, bro. That's what's up. And then, like you said, you're on a strict diet plan, but I mean, are any of the other people there like on a diet plan you know of too, or like you guys try to stick to a certain amount of certain things? You guys aren't fucking up eating bullshit while on shift.
Yeah. No. The guys, honestly, they try to keep it as healthy as they can. Like we've never had anything crazy. Obviously, there's every once in a while, like, hey, let's get a pizza. If it's like a fight night or something, boom. Like, if we don't get any calls, we're all chilling, you know, we eat a pizza. But usually, dude, we're talking about like healthy stuff. It's gonna be like chicken, broccoli, rice, or maybe steak with loaded baked potato and asparagus. So it's always gonna be like some solid, dude. It's something solid every single time. You're never gonna see him doing like nothing crazy. Like, yeah, dude, let's do pizza every night. No, it's never been like that. So when it comes to like the food, they actually keep it real healthy.
That's what's up. Yeah, because the corrections, man, a lot of these folks were more sedentary a lot of times. We do our little laps and our walks and checks and like that, but it's a lot more sedentary. So a lot of people there are eating, snacking, or like it's not nothing going on. So like sometimes boredom snacking and stuff like that. So if you're not on top of your shit, man, I think that's a big reason why some of you guys are like that. You know what I'm saying? In this field, you know. But for sure, man, that's what's up, bro. That's cool that y'all get to do that too, man. Get to eat together. Like I said, I feel like it kind of makes you go do a crazy call and then you come back, y'all are kind of debriefing, talking about it, maybe improving. Like, hey, man, I'll go here next time. You do this next time. Bomb.
Yeah. Especially during fires, we have big debriefings. Like, because those are the important scenarios. That's where like the most dangerous scenarios, I would say. Because you got your vehicle accidents where like, hey, somebody might hit you if you're not paying attention. You never know because there's crazy people out there. But fires are where you got the most hazards at. Like our last fire, we had a power line that was on and it just started sparking. Guys are inside, they don't know that. And I'm outside it. I was about to hand jack the hydrant, which is on connect by myself. And I hear like something just going pop, 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 pop. Looking around,
so that shit was just coincidence. That was like an add-on to the call.
Yeah, it was just like out of nowhere. When I looked, the house is burning right here, and on top of that house, there's a power line in a box, and it just started sparking. And I guess they told the guys, and the guys caught it while they were inside. They kind of saw the sparks, and they were like, "Yeah, we got to get out of here, cause dude, you get electrocuted. There's a bunch of stuff that you never know about. You might be laying on a fence, and there might be a power line real close, boom, and Like there's a lot of stuff you got to look at. You got power lines, you got fire, you got to make sure that the roof isn't going to come down. And again, you got command looking at those things. But you as a firefighter, you should want to learn about that to be able to recognize these things yourself, which is what I want to do down the line. I'm still on the basic stuff, but eventually I want to learn about building construction. I want to learn about how certain things work, what to look for in those situations, because I don't like to be babysat. And I want to be able to go into a scenario and, hey, this is what we got to do, and I'm fully trusted, like, hey, he's got it. I would love to be that type of person instead of like, hey, do I like they feel like they got to watch what you're doing because they don't fully trust you. I don't want to be that person.
They don't think you're 100% competent yet, but
exactly. And again, when you love the job, I feel like all that stuff just kind of comes to you because you want to get better. It's like when you play sports, you want to get better, right? You go out there, you practice, you work out, you do all this stuff. It's the same exact thing for the job. You want to get better, you want to learn because you're putting yourself in these situations. And again, it's something I enjoy, so I don't mind learning about it. That's kind of how it goes.
That's cool stuff, man. It's definitely a lot of stuff you got to be observant about because, like I said, one situation might be this at first and then it turns into this.
Completely different.
Yeah,
yep.
Facts.
Yep.
And that's crazy because I was reading something about firefighters. One of the things you have to deal with, like I said, these fires are very serious because there's a bunch of stuff burning in there. Yeah. And it's very toxic to people, bro.
Yeah.
So without the proper knowledge or being aware of that stuff, man, you fucked up now. You know what I'm saying? Bring that shit in, bro.
Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff that, again, I learned in fire school that if I didn't go through school, I would have no idea about. There's a lot of stuff that goes on. Like,
you don't even think about this kind of stuff. Like
No, at all. It's just, and again, you're trained for it. And to us, it's something simple, but we gotta understand, like, people outside don't know about these things.
Average people.
Exactly. So, just stuff we keep in mind.
I tell people all the time, man, they don't understand how privileged they really are. When you work in these jobs, you don't understand how privileged people really are, bro, to just, like, not have to worry about certain shit. Like I said, females, right? Females wear high heels, bro. I seen how privileged you gotta be to wear high heels to think, like, I'm comfortable enough where I could not run in the event of something happening or, like, I have to walk a certain way and do this and that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's crazy, man. Even like, say, even men out there, bro, like, some men haven't worked these fields or been in these situations. Like, they're not thinking like, okay, this could happen or that could happen.
Exactly,
Or you thinking like, okay, that could be a hazard. That's hazardous.
Oh yeah, dude. So, like, one of my biggest ones is like when I was younger, I would put my feet in the dash. My parents drive out, put my feet in the dash. Dude, I did not care. One day I'm reading an article about I guess a car hit somebody in the back, right? And femur went all the way out through. And I'm like, I've never put my feet back up on the dash. Never done it. Never. Because it just kind of lives in the back of my head. I'm like, damn, we ever hit somebody and my feet's up here and just kind of like crushes down.
You're cooked, bro.
I'm not losing my leg. I'd rather be in trap.
At least
right
get fucked up regular. You know what I'm
like
saying?
I'm getting trapped in here. I don't care, but I'm not having my bone come out. No.
Nah, that's crazy, man, for sure. Hey, how long did the academy last? The fire school and all that?
So for me, it was about 4 months of fire. Had about 2 months just of like, we had June, July off. And then went right back to it in August and finished around November with EMT.
And you were working at the time, June, July off, or no?
I was working as a transport unit, a non-transport, what's it called? IFT, interfacility transport. My bad. That's what I'm looking for. Interfacility transport, which is basically you got people who work in these ambulances, right? And they'll pick somebody up, let's say from this hospital, take him to this hospital, or it's a discharge, we'll take him from the hospital, take him home. Okay. So it's real simple. You don't run a lot of like 911 calls at all.
But you're still getting paid. You're on the clock.
Yeah. Those are 12-hour shifts. A lot of times they do have their 24-hour shifts, but I've only done the 12. And it's real cool. Just as a side gig is what I ended up doing it as. That's kind of what I do on the side right now. It's 12 hours and it's real.
You doing your days off or whatever?
Yeah, on my days off. Like I'm able to pick what days I want to work. So and what time. So let's say they have 8, 9, and 10. I just pick up whichever one is best for me, and I'll kind of set my day up around that. But it's real chill, especially when you come in from doing all this to just.
That's a lax day of life.
Yeah, it's just easy money. Yeah. It's easy money.
And then with that, so you work 24, get 48 off. How does that work? Like, how does it fall on? Like, you get it's damn near every other weekend or whatever. Or
so it really changes. Every week is gonna be. Every weekend is gonna. I mean, every week is gonna be different. So let's say you work Monday. Let me see. Monday, Thursday, Sunday. Monday, Thursday, Sunday. Something like that. Let me see. Yeah, Monday, Thursday, Sunday. Now the week after that, since you work Sunday, you got Monday, Tuesday off. Now you're working Wednesday, Saturday, and then go back on, let me see, Saturday, and you're back on Tuesday. So it ends up being on different days every single time. So it just kind of like switches up every single time. Some people have Kelly days, which is something that's also really cool. I
What's
love
a Kelly day?
So a Kelly day is basically, let's say your Kelly day is on a Wednesday, right? You have your, what's it called? Your day off on Monday, day off Tuesday. You're supposed to work a Wednesday, and then you got Thursday, Friday off, right? So what a Kelly day basically does is you won't work a Wednesday for the entire year. So every 3 weeks, every fourth
For the
week,
entire year?
yeah, like every fourth week, whenever your shift lands on a Wednesday, you don't work. You're off. So then instead of 1 day off, you got 5 days off. So that's what a Kelly day is. It's basically a day off. It's basically a day off. But a day off for us, basically 5. Because you still got the 2 stacked on the back, 2 stacked on the front.
Type shit.
And then you got the one in the middle, which is why it's so easy for us to maybe go out and do something without having to burn vacation time. So Kelly Day is real cool. I love the Kelly Day ideas. Like you got the 24/72s, you got the 48/96s, but I love the Kelly Day idea. Because again, you work your regular 24/48, 24/48, and then boom, you got your Kelly Day, you got 5 days off.
Do you feel like it's easy to function, man? Because a 24-hour shift, right? Like I work nights right now, right? And that shit is horrible. I despise that shit because I get up, I got sleep the whole day away. But you work at 24, so you kind of still have a normal schedule to an extent, right? Or
yeah. It's to an extent because again, it just depends on how your night goes. So if I get like, dude, if I run all night, I just go home, take a nap, whatever, and again, that's what you're saying is like that's half my day right there. Cause I'll get home around like 7:30, have my breakfast, and just go to sleep, take a nap. And when I wake up, it's 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
Like dang, it's already 3 o'clock. That's half the day. So that's where the 24/72 is pretty good because you do that. Instead of saying, "Damn, I only got 1 more day left."
You got 3 days off.
Exactly.
1 day
all
to
this
sleep,
time.
man, bomb.
Exactly. So that's the cool thing about the 24/72. But then on the Kelly days, you got this thing going on, but you know that let's say like I give you the example, every Wednesday, you're gonna have those 5 days off. So I can plan a vacation if I want for those 5 days and won't have to burn any. And I'm able to do whatever I want. Maybe work a side hustle and boom, just really stack it up that, or maybe pick up overtime. So there's a lot of stuff you can do with that.
Nah, that's raw, man. So with a crazy schedule like that, man, when it comes to like dating, is it hard to date like that, man? Or
if you right now, me personally, I'm a real busy person because I'm real locked in with the whole gym stuff.
Yeah.
I'm working on my content right now. I've been real slow with it because, like I said, my biggest focus right now is just work. But biggest thing is just what I want to do next year. I'm really dialed in on. I want to be real locked in with this stuff. But those are 3 things that are main priority right now. I also got school coming up for paramedic because right now I'm just an EMT, but I would love to be a paramedic because once you're a paramedic, you understand everything a lot better. You're able to do a lot more. You're able to delegate. And it's just, again, you got to have the passion for the stuff because not everybody wants to be a paramedic. Not everybody wants that responsibility. But me personally, I want to be prepared for all this type of stuff. So I'm going to school, and that's a whole year right there. So on top of that, school, I got all this extra stuff going on. So me personally, I just feel like I'm not in the spot to bring somebody in. Maybe not because I'm
you busy with everything, though.
Yeah, like I can't.
Like you got shit going on outside of work.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it's different.
So it's just like I'm just not ready to bring somebody in and just kind of make them feel like, hey, like, do you just not want to spend time with me? It's like, hey, no, like I just got this going on right now, and I want to focus on it. It's not that I can't focus on both. It's I want my focus on this right now because I'm only 22.
Yeah.
I got time to fall in love, get married, have kids, do all that. At least by the time I'm 24, I want to have certain things done, and that's like my main priority right now. Main priority. If you would have asked me a year ago, I would have had a different mindset.
Yeah.
But right now, I'm real focused on bettering myself, just making sure that I'm where I want to be at by 24, 25.
That's wrong. Now, I feel you, though, too, bro. Like I said, I'm on the same type of time, bro. I work with 12s, my own nights, and I get off. I'm doing stuff like this some days off, move around, trying to schedule things, do this, do that, Then I still I'm doing my lifts and stuff now, too. I got my own goals now, too. Like, it'd be hard, bro, sometimes. And then get everything situated. And the stuff we deal with in our jobs is like hard to deal with just anybody or the long shifts, like you said. It's like, right, I ain't got time to be on the phone or text you. I'm saving lives right now.
We already doing
I'm
stuff.
in the field right now, so shit be a little different. But I always say it is easier when you got somebody who you can integrate into your lifestyle. Maybe they're into the gym. Maybe they trying to do the same thing. Maybe they can support and help you on your journey too. You know what I'm saying? That always makes it easier versus like somebody who's a complete opposite, doing some whole other shit, very different goals. You got to align with somebody on some type of time or frequency for it to work out though in these first responder fields. You know what I mean?
100%. Cause again, there's a lot of guys at the station. Some of them are getting married in December. Some of them got their own stuff going on, like with their girlfriends and all this stuff, wives. So it's not like it's impossible. It's just me personally. I just got a different mindset right now. You know, I'm young and I want to travel, dude. That's another thing. I love traveling. I've never been the type to go out. I've never been the type, party, do all this extra stuff. But again, now it's like, dang, like I had certain stuff happen, and it kind of just changed my mindset. Like, dang, like I want to start traveling. Like I want to do something with my life because, dude, I'm young and it's not like I'm gonna blow all my money away. But I want to take the time. Like, hey, I was just in Brazil recently.
Yeah, man, that shit was lit. Yeah.
I was just in Brazil recently,
cool,
and me and my best friend, we already talking about like, dude, we're either going here in December or we're going here, and then next summer we're gonna go to Colombia or maybe Mykonos or do stuff like that. And because I feel like you gotta enjoy life, dude. Like if you're gonna work your ass off, reap the reward.
Facts.
You got to.
Hey, tell us a little bit about Brazil, man. How was that, bro? Yeah, before we get to the next thing and close out, but how was Brazil,
I
bro?
loved it. I love Brazil. If anybody's ever thinking about going to Brazil, I'm gonna be like, go. Do it. Don't think about it. Just do it. Because the first place we had in mind wasn't Brazil. It was Spain. And my buddy, he started looking up stuff. And he's like, yo, Brazil looks insane. Like, look at this party. Look at this thing. And I was like, damn, dude, Brazil? He was like, yeah, all right, let's go to Brazil. And he set everything up. I just told him, let me know how much it is. Yeah. I'll send it to you. And dude, he did that. He was like, hey, man. And it was cheap. Like, honestly, he paid for a hotel and flight all included. It was $1,100. And we were like, if I walk out this building, I'm already on the beach. So we had
Oh, y'all was sweet.
Dude, it was like one of the best hotels out there. And it was like, dude, it's nice. The flight was great. We met a lot of people over there.
The people are cool and stuff.
Oh, yeah, dude. Cool.
What's food like, man?
It's cheap, but it's real good.
Yeah,
too. Dude, I'm telling you.
Man.
And we was just thinking about that one day. We're over here chilling. We're sitting on this like a local spot, and we're looking at the beach. We're looking at sand. We're looking at everything. Dude, we're just chilling back with this big plate of food, and we're like, damn, dude, like we could really do this like a lot more frequent. Like we just got, and that kind of motivates you to want to do more. Make more money. Just lock in even more when you come back to reality. You feel me? Because you do those things. And that kind of opens your eyes, like, dude, there's a whole world out there, like,
so much
that I can be doing all this stuff instead of just staying at home. Again, I love my life. I go to the gym, I go to work, I'll do like my little side quest every once in a while, but dude, that's like a real side quest. Like you out here in freaking the desert, or you out here in the jungle, or you out here in different cities, like it's crazy. So I always tell everybody, hey, do this while you.
How long was the flight?
So it was. Let me see, because I went to Puerto Rico. It was cheaper for me to go from Florida, Puerto Rico to Panama, which is where we kind of stopped. And then from Panama, I went straight to Brazil. So it was about 2 hours from Puerto Rico to Panama. And it was about like 6 hours to Brazil. 6.5 hours. Yeah, it was a long flight.
That's full shit. It
was a long flight. It was a long flight, but dude, when we got there, we were excited, and we were just throwing out sign language, whatever, cause they speak Portuguese over there.
Yeah.
I know Spanish and I know English, but I don't know no Portuguese, so I'm over here just sign.
You can't make it out with Spanish?
Once you know what they're saying, you can correlate it.
Yeah.
But if you don't know what they're saying, you're like, I got no
like,
clue. I got no clue what you're saying. We was out here using Google Translate.
Yeah.
What'd you say? Say it again. That's kind of how we were doing it, but it was great, dude. I love Brazil. So it was a lot of parties and stuff over there. It's
cool
like
stuff.
There was days where like we'd wake up at 7 in the morning and we go to sleep at 8 in the morning.
Oh, y'all was getting to it, man.
It was like non-stop.
I had another friend, man. He was in Brazil for like a month though. He travels a lot, man. He's out there for a whole month, bro. That's he was out there hanging out doing that. It was pretty cool, bro. I'm hopefully get him on here soon too, bro. That'd be a whole different conversation. But it'd be cool to see what y'all similarities were about y'all trips. You know what I'm saying?
I loved it, dude.
That was up, man. But how do you switch that firefighter mode off after a shift? You know what I'm saying? How you turn it off?
I've seen a lot of people say how it kind of like it carries over. For some reason, I don't know what it is about me specifically that it doesn't hit me. I guess it's because I'm able to separate work from my actual life. Like maybe the stuff I've seen already is something that if somebody else saw, it would kind of stick to them. Like it's just something that stick to them. But I'm able to just kind of like, hey, at work, this is what I do, this is what I see, and when I get home, it's it's just
You separate two people.
Yeah, it's
pretty much.
it's two different things. It's two different things. At work, I'm alert. Like I'm just trying to pay attention to what's going on. We hear tones. Dude, at home, like that's one thing for sure. That when I am sleeping, dude, I'll hear fake tones. Like,
I was just about to ask you, bro. Hey, man, I swear to God. I just because, bro, you do the same thing. Like, I have a radio at work, and sometimes I hear the radio. Like, I'm like, the fuck, you hear the radio? Like, bitch, I'm at home, bro. You feel me? That's funny. So you do hear that shit at home when you chilling. You like, fuck.
Man, one time I was taking a nap at home, and
That's funny, bro.
dude, I woke because I had worked a bunch of days straight to kind of get swaps. And I had worked like 72 hours straight.
When your body just still in that mode.
Dude, I get home, I'm sleeping, right? And I don't know what it was. I guess I'm dreaming
the fucking
about
fire
it.
alarm go off.
I'm dreaming about it, and I hear a tone go off, and dude, I got up, and I'm like looking around. I'm trying to find my pager. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? I'm in bed right now. I'm at home. Bro. Dude, it was crazy. Like, I had to laugh at myself, because it was just like, dude, what am I doing? And it'll hit me, like, even at the station, especially at the station, because you go to sleep, but you don't really go to sleep. Because you're like,
deep sleep. You kind of alert like, still on
exactly, because I personally can't be in a deep sleep, because if I am, I don't want to miss a tone. You feel me? And sometimes you just can't control. Like, sometimes you just get in a deep sleep and the tone will still wake you up. But most of the time, I'm not fully asleep. Like, I'm asleep, but I wake up at night, kind of check my pager, check pulse point. Okay, do we have it? No, we're good. Go right back to sleep. Last night, dude, I heard one of the guys like, hey, we got a call. And it was the guys on the rescue. I'm on the engine right now. And dude, I got up, I put my pants on, I'm getting ready to go outside. I open the door, and one of the guys, he's coming in. Dude, what are you doing? I'm like, don't we got a call? He's like, oh.
That's crazy.
Like, no. He was like, dude, I was using the bathroom, but no. I'm like, oh, my bad. Dude, I went right back, took everything off, went right back to sleep. But things like that happen. So it's like you're not really 100% asleep. That's why I go home and I'm like, hey, like, I slept last night, but I'm tired.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't like full good sleep.
Real rest.
So it'll hit you some days. Sure. Some days it'll hit you, some days it won't. So you just kind of get used to it.
So I know you mentioned the toilet, bro. What's that shit like you on the toilet, man? You get a tone goes off.
I'm lucky enough to say I've never had that happen, dude.
That's funny.
I've heard people who are like taking showers, right? And call, man, I don't know what I would do. And I'll be honest, the guys know I take long ass showers. Dude, I'll take me like 30 to 40 minutes just in the shower. Just I'll play some music, whatever. I'm chilling.
Vibing, bro.
Yeah, I'm chilling, dude. Like, if we ain't got, I've never had a call come in while I'm taking a shower or nothing. But I was about to one day, like it was like I was about to hop in the shower, boom, it came on, oh, I gotta go, everything on, right back down. But in the shower, I've never had it happen, thankfully.
Oh, man, that's crazy, bro.
But it's gotta suck, because imagine, dude, you're soaking wet, trying to dry yourself off, put everything on.
You got like system, bro. You have like, you got soap, you have a dry towel, a wet towel, just rinse off quick.
All this stuff, it's gotta suck. It's gotta suck.
Nah, for sure. That's how, man, I don't know how police officers are, how they do that shit at all, because I can't imagine that shit. You on the toilet, there's a shootout going on, you're like, fuck, bro. But like, in corrections, man, you in the dorm, usually if you with somebody else, you could like, be like, hey, man, can you keep eye on this while I go to the bathroom? It's kind of cool. But sometimes you by yourself, bro, and you be trying to be there pretty quick, do what you gotta do, man, come out, because let's say bitch in there, they fighting, or they getting stabbed while you in the bathroom, you're like, fuck. That's crazy, bro, for sure. But you got any advice for anybody who wants to be a firefighter, man, that you would tell them?
Oh, yeah. If you don't know what you want to do, like if you're not certain on what you want to do, I will always say at least try or look into it. Look into it, because I'm living proof on like, hey, I didn't think about being a firefighter ever. And dude, I love it right now. I love it. I'm young. And I look forward to going into work every single day. If you want to do it, be mentally ready. Prepare yourself physically. And again, you don't got to look like a bodybuilder. You don't got to have this insane physique, this insane cardiovascular shit. None of that. Just be ready to perform. Be ready to perform. Be humble. That's very important in this career, because, again, you're coming in new. And these guys have been doing it for 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 years, even 30 years. So you're coming in and you're trying to learn from them. They're giving you their experience. So you got to be open-minded. Hey, like, just pick what you can. If it don't work with you, put it to a side. But never like close the door and like, hey, I'm not going to do that, or hey, I'm not going to listen to you, because these guys have been doing it for a while. So it's really important to be humble, open-minded, have initiative. It's all these different things that are going to make you a better firefighter and a better person at the end of the day, a better person. So that's probably my advice right now.
Facts, man.
Think about that.
That's what's up, man. Remember, you guys are the first response, man, at the end of the day, man. Whether you're in this field or not, you got something you want to protect. something you want to take care of, somebody you got to look after, people you trying to keep your village safe, you know what I'm saying, man, you're the first response, man. So it's your job and duty to be able to perform when those things pop up, man. So keep that in mind. But I appreciate you coming on, bro.
Man, I appreciate you for having me, man.
Hopefully we run it back, bro. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a few
yeah.
months down the line, some new stories, some new experiences, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're still kind of new in the field, but it's like you sometimes you learn quickly in certain environments, bro. You know what I'm saying? Due to certain situations. So
I can tell you, I'm definitely every day. It's a new story every day. Every day.
Nah, that's what's up. Yeah, run it back maybe like 2-3 months down the line, bro. And if y'all got any
100%.
questions for him, go ahead and drop it down below in the comments.
Oh yeah.
And we'll run it back, y'all. But until then, catch y'all next episode.
Yeah.